My name is Darryl Anthony Reeves. I do restoration and architectural blacksmith work. I do some of the oldest metal restoration in the Gulf South. If you ever look at that fence in front of the Cabildo, the state was looking for somebody to put that fence in front of that. And they needed the fence fabricated from the original drawings, which was 1790s. After looking for a couple of years, they had a contractor that was talking to engineers in Mississippi that told them about me right here. I made a sample, brought it to them. They loved the sample, and I got the commission to fabricate that fence in front of the building. Since then, I've done complete restoration on the original gate in front of the Chalmette Cemetery, complete metal restoration on the fence around Jackson Square, and all this ironwork inside of it. I've done a complete restoration on the Presbytère, a lot of property in the French quarters, in uptown, and outside, in and outside the state. Well, my grandfather was a blacksmith. He was a blacksmith on Sonoma Plantation. And we basically used that as our backyard. We played, that was our playground. We used to pass over there and watch him do his thing. He was up in age at the time, so what he was doing, he was pretty much supervising at the time. But he was still swinging that moan. I could look at a piece of metal and I could get an image in my head. I could pick that metal up and fabricate whatever image I have in my head, transferring it to hot metal on an anvil with a ball in my hand. I was just sitting in my chair one day and I needed a bottle opener. I figured I wanted a bottle opener on that post. And I got to thinking about a dragon. And I got to thinking about what size material I'm gonna use. So I was looking at my metal rack that I have on the table. I'm just sitting in my shop enjoying myself. People talk about their man cave. This is my man cave. I took and saw what I wanted, turned on my forge, and fabricated. Today you can see a dragon on my post for a bottle opener. I mean, I could take metal and do anything with it. And when somebody tell me to design something, I do a lot of work where architects and interior designers bring my design. I fabricate it, but if it's gotten to the point now, they ask me whatever I see that I would like to make any changes, they're welcome. People come to me and just ask me to design pieces. I like that. I've had quite a few apprentices come from underneath me that I've trained. I was doing demonstrations last month at Colonial Williamsburg, and I was in a lecture. And one of the questions was how many apprentices I've had since I've been doing this. And my wife was in the audience, and she handles the books for the company. And I asked her, and she said she stopped counting at 70. And right now I feel comfortable with the people I have in my shop. I feel that they're gonna carry it on pretty good. Me working in a field that I'm working in restoration, I've turned into a historian. When I tear a piece apart, it's like the craftsman that fabricated the piece is actually talking to me. And by this city having so many different nationalities, no matter where you come from in the globe, you can put two pieces side by side, they'll look identical. But when you tear them apart, it's a whole nother story. Depends on where you come from in the world, you are leaving your legacy in that piece. And every nationality has a different technique in how they put stuff together. And when I come across these different techniques, that's my education also. Because if anybody asks what type of style I have, my style is New Orleans as my education. From taking all these old pieces apart and then putting them back together, and I try to use every bit of metal I can. The thing about my work is I get to pick the best of these techniques and use. And hopefully my work will be around just as long or longer before it has to be restored.